Could Devin Booker be the next Kobe Bryant? Let's get into this. Devin Booker was drafted 13th overall in the 2015 NBA draft out of Kentucky. Even with guys going before him like Karl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, Kristaps Porzingis, and more, I really do think that Devin Booker is the best player out of that draft class. And the Phoenix Suns obviously got an absolute steal, the steal of the draft of that year. The Phoenix Suns were known to be a very dysfunctional franchise, and when Devin Booker originally got to the Suns, there was low expectations for him. Booker wasn't even starting in college for the Kentucky Wildcats just due to the fact that that roster was so absolutely stacked. And a lot of teams passed up on Devin Booker just due to the fact that his production wasn't crazy good in Kentucky, but the Suns saw his hidden ability and luckily they picked him. Booker's game is predicated on his jump shot and his three-point shooting ability, which are both extremely good. In his rookie season, Devin Booker averaged almost 14 points per game on 42% shooting, which was actually very good just due to the fact that the Phoenix Suns were a pretty dysfunctional franchise and didn't put a great roster around Devin Booker, and also Booker was a 13th pick, as that was very good for a rookie season. But after a pretty modest rookie season, Devin Booker absolutely broke out in his second NBA season, averaging 22 points per game on 42% from the field and also 3.4 assists per game. And after his second season, the Phoenix Suns realized they had an absolute superstar on their hands with Devin Booker. Year after year after that breakout second season, Booker got better and better every single season by improving his efficiency from the field while also being a better playmaker for his teammates and helping the team win more. Even though Booker was on offense stepped up, getting lucky in the NBA draft by getting the #1 overall pick and giving Devin Booker DeAndre Ayton. Although that was definitely a huge help to Devin Booker adding a talent like that to the roster, DeAndre Ayton didn't have the best first rookie season and they really needed to make more that could possibly fill that role that I was describing before. The acquisition of Chris Paul really allows Devin Booker to get more into that shooting guard position and not need to facilitate and could just focus on scoring. Along with Devin Booker's amazing shooting, as I mentioned, Devin Booker also has incredible footwork similar to Kobe Bryant, honestly, on those post turnaround fadeaways. And that ability that Devin Booker has worked on and mastered could really take his game to the next level, and so far in his young NBA career, it has. Devin Booker's great three-point shooting ability, along with his absolutely amazing footwork, along with his ability to get to the basket with improved handles as of late, could really take his game to the next level. And if Booker keeps this up and he keeps improving every single season, and there's no evidence to suggest that he wouldn't do that, I could really see Booker being an all-time great when his career is all said and done. Booker was obviously amazing without Chris Paul, but I think the acquisition of Chris Paul, along with all the nice young players that the Suns have put around Devin Booker, really unlocked and took Devin Booker's game to the next level. And it's not necessarily due to his stats. He's put up better stats in previous seasons, but I think the fact that Chris Paul is on the team now really gave Devin Booker the ability to learn how to win and really understand the game better than he ever did before. Booker was such an offensive genius. He mastered almost every part of his offensive game, so really the next step that he needed to take was actually start winning, and I think this is a great move bringing in Chris Paul to help Devin Booker take that next step. And although recently Devin Booker has gotten credit from his NBA peers, recently, especially this season, he's been getting so much credit from his NBA peers, just proving to the fact that he's really taking his game to the next level. And Chris Paul's doing a great job of facilitating and getting everyone involved, as well as helping Booker get the ball in the right spots. Now you might be asking, this is such clickbait, why would this kid compare Devin Booker to Kobe Bryant when he only really had one season where he started winning, and Kobe Bryant has 5 NBA championships? Well, to answer that question, I really do think Devin Booker has the talent to be in that conversation at the very least. And besides Chris Paul, this roster that Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns currently have are all young ascending players going forward and potentially could be a real powerhouse going forward with Devin Booker and DeAndre Ayton. For Devin Booker, my goal for him would be this. He definitely proved that he's a very great talent in this league and could score any way he wants to and has perfected the turnaround jump shot and all of his other parts of his offensive game, including shooting and getting to the basket and also passing. But I don't think it's necessarily his fault. He's a young player still, but he does need to figure out how to win a little bit more. Although this season was a great season for him, and we'll see what happens in the playoffs for Booker and Chris Paul, I really do think going forward, Booker really needs to learn how to win more and and Chris Paul may be helping him this season realize how to do that. Although I don't think it was necessarily Devin Booker's fault on why the Phoenix Suns were losing early on in his NBA career, I think it's more the fact that the roster wasn't really good around Devin Booker. I still do think it's somewhat of a fair argument to say if you want to be an all-time great, you really have to step up and make sure your team is good even if you don't have great players around you. There's plenty players in the NBA, all these guys are extremely talented, that could be really great scorers on a bad team, but the real step would be you really need to score and be efficient, but also win. And if Booker could figure out that latter half of just winning more, I think there's no reason to suggest that he won't be an all-time great, just due to the fact that he's so offensively talented and skilled. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Devin Booker could eventually be on that Kobe Bryant type level / Hall of Fame type level? Or do you think Devin Booker is not going to be much more than just a few-time All-Star in this league? But anyways guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did enjoy, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot. Until the next time, peace out guys.